Hi guys, welcome back to the pickups video. Got quite a lot of varied, interesting things to show you today, including two packages from fellow YouTubers. So I'll start with one of those. Now, you'll all be aware that Marcus XFile2708 has been having like a clear out, getting rid of a lot of his collection. Before that really happened, I went on his blog site and noticed that he had these items spare for trade. And I asked about them because, well, basically it's two Mega Drive manuals. Ranger X and Robocop vs Terminator. So those two manuals, because I had the empty boxes without the game and without the manual, just the boxes of these two as part of a lot that I picked up a while back. So we now have box of manuals. So yeah, it's just it was a really good way of getting hold of some cheap copies of these. So I picked the carts up now, so that's cool. So yeah. He's given me them, and he sent me them at the same time that he sent me this thing, which is I'm really happy with. It's basically a Gameboy Micro, and this was 10 quid. Marcus charged me 10 quid for that. Absolutely brilliant. Like a few scratches on the screen, but you really can't hardly notice it. I mean, these front plates are detachable and replaceable anyway, so a Micro for 10 quid is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, it just makes such a difference with the bright screen. It's really vivid, so it's really cool. I love the kind of the extra vividness of the screen. Yeah, it's obviously a lot smaller than the SP for those that haven't seen the comparison screen wise, but a lot brighter too. Yep. But Marcus being Marcus didn't just send me the Game Boy Micro for 10 quid, which is already an absolute steal. There was a little boosty bonus in the back of Sonic Advance, which I didn't have, so that's really cool. So thank you so much, Marcus, that was really brilliant. And look forward to receiving the rest of my haul from Marcus's clear out. I've got some more things ordered off of from Marcus, so that'll be coming soon. Right, what shall I show next? There's quite a lot to get through here. I got one game for the Dreamcast, and it was Floygen Brothers. Is that pronounced that? Floygen Brothers. Looks like a quite innovative game, quite individual. It's like there's like these two work together. It's like kind of puzzly. And this is sealed. And I just got done saying in my question and answers videos that I'm more of a gamer than a collector, but I'm really tempted to keep that sealed for the pure fact that you can copy your own Dreamcast games yourself. So I mean, I could actually play that quite easily by downloading a ROM, burning the disc, and keeping that sealed. So what do you think, guys? I know it's not by any means, in fact it's a very cheap game at the moment, but is it one of these things, do you think in the future a sealed copy of Floygen Brothers would be worth it? Something. The only other sealed Dreamcast game that I've got certainly is worth something, and that's Rez. Yes, I have a sealed copy of Rez, although there is a slight crack in the front. Which is a shame. That probably reduces its worth a bit, but still nice to have. Certainly won't be opening that. And that was what was that? Floygen Brothers sealed was $5.95, so it's pretty good for that. Right, what should I show you next? Well, you know I got the Virtual Boy, so I can show you some games that I got for that. Being it's such a small library, it's quite easy to. Well, it's very easy to get a full US list of. Release list, but there are some Japanese ones that are insanely expensive, so I won't be going for them. But I did get one Japanese one exclusive, that is Tetris, and the most pointless game to put on the Virtual Boy, probably, being as it operates in a completely 2D plane. Tetris is the last game you really need to put on a 3D console. But yeah, I mean, they try and do a few little effects you know, to use a 3D, but it really is just Tetris. It's a 2D plane, what's the point? But I still enjoy playing it because I just enjoy being inside the Virtual Boy world, that little black and red universe. It's a nice place to visit, and you can't go wrong with Tetris. So yeah, 7 quid, absolutely mint box, new, 7 quid, pretty good. The Virtual Boy game is the Japanese version of Panic Bomber. I'm not going to try and pronounce the Japanese version of the name, but again, absolute mint, as new. And this is another game that is, well, they're all region free, but this is another game that doesn't matter that you get a Japanese version because there's no text really, so don't really need to read it. So Japanese Panic Bomber was 13 quid, and that's about as low as you'll find for it in this condition. Pretty good. Next one is a Japanese version of the baseball game, which differs slightly to the American one in terms of the teams you pick and the types of character. They're kind of cartoony, what's the word, with the big heads, super deformed. They're kind of SD comic characters in this, whereas in the American one it's more realistic. I kind of since found out that really you probably do need to get this in English, because if you play the long game, play leagues, and it's, you know, there's management aspects to it as well, so you are actually having to read certain things, so I probably will end up getting the US version of that in the end. But it's really cool artwork. I might just keep it anyway because Japanese artwork's cool. And that was $7.95. So again, the lowest you're going to find really for that in that condition, $7.95. That's the lowest I've seen anyway. So that's a few Virtual Boy games to the collection. Right, what next? Better go with Mega Drive before I get onto my new system, which is very exciting. Right, so you might have seen a couple of weeks ago I got the first Smurfs on Mega Drive for 8 quid. Well, this is the more rare, more sought after Smurfs Travel the World, Smurfs 2. Yep. It's really brilliant condition. Absolutely gorgeous, even had a bag around it. That's what you like, isn't it? And that's a minter, that's an absolute minter. Even got the Sega sticker. I love when they still have the Sega sticker. I'm so easily pleased. That's brilliant. Absolute minter. Smurfs 2's Travel the World. That was $22.99, which is good for that game. $22.99 in this condition. Brilliant. Something about the little wee blue winkies on the top here, I've only just noticed. I never knew this as a kid. Maybe I did and forgot it. I don't know. But did you notice they clip in? Easy storage. See. There it is. It clips in. I didn't know that as a kid. I can't remember knowing it either. Anyway, so Smurfs 2, Smurfs Travel the World, 22 quid. Really happy to have that in the collection. Good looking platformer. Okay, what have we got next? Okay, a Japanese version of Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy 5, Monster World 3. Is that the proper title for it? But it's just a great example of Japanese artwork pissing on the US and the Western artwork. Cool, super deformed characters and immaculate. Of course, it's Japanese. You know, they look after this stuff over there, don't they? Don't mention nuclear power plants. Still hurts. So yeah, that was $7.50. And it's you'll have a tough time finding the Japanese version of this for less than $7.50 in this nick. Really great game, and glad to have the Japanese version. It just looks cooler. Pitfall, Mind Adventures. It's one of them games that you just see all over the place, and you think, if I just get it in the collection, then I've got it, and I can stop realising the fact that I don't have it every time I see it, which is every time you see Mega Drive games. This is here. Anyway, brilliant condition, absolutely awesome. It's got one of those later cases, hasn't it, with the clips, which is, why did it just do that from the start? So much better, those clips. In condition. Pitfall was £2.20. So yep. The next one was a loose cart. It was Vectorman. Vectorman, quite interesting looking game. There is a sequel on Genesis, didn't get released in Europe I don't think, but that was pretty cool. That was a loose one to go with the boxing manual that I already had, again from that previous lot. So there's another one, Reunited, and Vectorman was 99p. It's an absolute minter as well, 99p. Well, now it is, now it's complete, it's a minter. Right, next one's pretty special. It is a Mega Drive game again. Shinobi 3. I've seen a few people pick this up recently in the community, but yeah, it's an essential one to have on Mega Drive. Shinobi 3, and I got that for a good price as well. I got that for 23 quid, which is yeah, it doesn't go for less than that very often, but it's really great condition. Pedigree, of course. Shinobi, got to be done. That's what Mega Drive's made for. Right. Oh, couple of RPGs. I'm going for the full English language Mega Drive and Mega CD RPG set. and there's quite a lot of American exclusives. Some of them are made by this company called Renovation. Is it Renovation Products? There's the name of the company. I think it's Renovations Products. Yeah, anyway, these are quite special. We have Tracia, standard fare, Wizards and Warriors kind of RPG adventure type game. My absolute favourite type of game. And this one's in great condition. Manual feels very small. Maybe it's missing some pages, so I haven't inspected it too far. But Tracia, absolute mint condition, great RPG, potentially, haven't played it yet. 30 quid. 30 quid for that one. Next one, again by the Renovations Products. This one's a bit rarer, I think. It's certainly got I think it's got a bit of more of a reputation, more desirable, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's Wise 3. Wise 3. Weird title, isn't it? So yeah, exactly same kind of presentation as the other games in this series, which includes Exile. I think there's another one, I'm not sure. But yeah, Wise 3, that was 41 quid, or $65. So I got it from America. So this one was sent over from the US. I managed to haggle a little bit with the postage because they had it on that really high one. It's like 25-30 quid for postage. Did get him down to about 15 quid postage, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so I think 41 quid in total for that is pretty damn good. You'll struggle to find it cheaper. As an exclusive, it's a bit rarer, I guess. RPGs always go up in price, don't they? Yeah. I think that's all the Mega Drive games. Now, what's left is a new system, basically. You might be aware, a lot of you, that Pete, snestastic, was recently selling his PlayStation with 32 games on a lot on eBay for 40 quid, which was a steal. I guess a lot of people maybe weren't going to go for it. Everyone's either already got PlayStation or not that interested, I guess, but it's something that I've always avoided, really. I think it's a hangover from the old Sega Nintendo rivalry thing. PlayStation always just felt like other to me, like the other, you know. But even though we were always playing on one during university, that was the console of choice, but I never actually owned any PlayStation. So I went for it. Went and searched on eBay, typed in PlayStation 2 32 games, and his lot came up. So I guess I got to it before anybody else did, really, and just bought it outright because it was a great deal. And I have been avoiding getting a PlayStation for forever, but you know, it's from Pete, it's going to be in great condition, and also it had a list of a lot of PS2 exclusives, so it's stuff that I'm not going to be able to play anywhere else. And as a gamer, if you avoid a platform like PS2, you are just cutting your nose off to spite your face, really. So I didn't avoid it any longer. The bonus is, he didn't think he had a box for it, but he did. He found it in the end, basically. And it's in bloody mint condition. So I have a boxed PS2 now, absolutely box fresh. He didn't think there was a box. He had it on for 40 quid with all these games. So this is a Brucey bonus and a half. So, I mean, yeah, you all know what, you all know the deal. I've got a PS2, motherfuckers, and 32 games. So I'm going to be very quick going through these, because it would be a ridiculously long video if I spent any time on these. I think one of these in this pile might be one that I've bought myself, I'm not sure, but yeah, these are pretty much all from Pete. So for 40 quid, an absolute mint PS2 with 2 controllers and a composite cable and all these games. You ready? Right. Looney Tunes, Cold Winter, Resident Evil Outbreak, Gran Turismo 4, Siphon Filter, Ninja Assassin, Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, Time Splitters, 007 Quantum of Solace, Jax 2, been playing that already, that is awesome, love that game. God of War. These are all mint, by the way. These are all absolutely gorgeous quality, box and complete. Well, they're from Pete, they're from snestastic, what do you expect? Brilliant. Headhunter. Ratchet and Clank 2, Smuggler's Run, 24 the game, Tekken 4, Red Faction 2, Ratchet Gladiator, Made Men, Metal Arms, Broken Summit, a rally game. They're all mint, they're all gorgeous, they're all complete. 40 quid, motherfuckers. So let's go. Time Crisis 3, Time Crisis, Red Faction 1, I guess. Sega Classics Collection, Space Invaders Invasion Day, Time Crisis 2. I'm gonna have to get a CRT set up so I can play these. I still haven't got a CRT set up. It's a travesty, isn't it, for a retro gamer. Ghost Hunter, Quake 3, Tournament Revolution, whatever. Tekken Tag Tournament, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Twisted Metal Black. So 32 games. That's one half. That's the other half. For 40 quid. I mean, I know, you know, Game Station had a 49p clear out recently, but they're mainly gash titles by the end of it, really, aren't they? So there's a lot of quality stuff here that you'd be lucky to get for 49p anywhere else, let alone what the dregs in Game Station. So what a collection! It's an instant PS2 collection filled with stuff that I know I'm going to enjoy, exclusive stuff that I've not played before. What a haul! Cheers, Pete. Absolutely brilliant. So in line with the fact that I'm now a proud owner of a PS2, begrudgingly, but now I'm happy about it. I was going to sell my copy of Grandia 2 that I got from a charity shop last week for £1, but I'm not now. So I closed the auction and I'm keeping it for myself because I did put it on eBay. But Grandia 2. I also picked up Yakuza. Now it's a Sega game. I would say it's kind of the spiritual successor to Shenmue in some ways, you know. It's Sega, you know. It's the next thing they did. It was vaguely kind of this kind of epic story feel to it. I might be wrong there, but it's basically the spiritual successor to Shenmue. Maybe. Having never played it, I might be talking out my arse completely, but that's what I expect. So I got that. I also got from this kind of weird outdoor kind of jumble sale thing in Nottingham at the weekend, a couple of games for 50p each. It was Happy Feet, 50p, can't go wrong with that, and Super Buster Move 2. Yeah, I'm happy. That's a good week for pickups. I've got some cool stuff here. One more thing I'll show you. For 50p at a charity shop, I got some Star Wars Top Trumps. Oh yes. Now unfortunately they're not some kind of old original collectible set. It's from 2004, but it is the original trilogy. So yeah, I've already had a game of that with my mate. It's pretty cool. Oh, hang on. Princess Leia in a gold bikini. Yeah. So yeah, that's my top ups. Cheers for tuning in, and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.